Okay, cool. All right. Welcome to episode 1 of VCR. Yeah, this is the pilot episode. First time ever doing this, so should be fun. Should be a good time. Like to introduce my, I guess you could say co-host, Robby. Robby, you want to say hi? Robby.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
You don't have anything you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I guess
All right, no. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm Robby.
End of episode 1.
Dude, okay. I'm totally not putting away grease from cooking right now, you know? Wanted to put that out there.
Putting away grease.
Yeah, so if you hear clanging or a faucet sound, it's probably just some background audio from flashbacks that you're having, traumatic events from when you worked in the food industry.
Like in epileptic memory.
Yeah, so some of you may not know, but Caden worked in the food industry.
I did.
Boy, was it scarring.
I actually do have a scar from it. I'm not even kidding. I have one.
Actually?
Yeah.
Bro fell on a knife.
Well, not exactly. The knife fell on me. Yeah, it's on my thumb.
Bruh.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
How big? How big is it?
Oh, it's not huge. Like the base of the knuckle, you know.
It's actually kind of crazy. I never knew this.
Yeah. Well, I guess I want to get started. I want to ask how your day went, Robby. Tell me a little bit about just what's been going on in life.
So basically, I am in my first apartment for the summer. First ever apartment that I moved into. I moved in with my girlfriend, which is kind of scary. We're in college, just for a little background for the listeners. And she got a job at NASA. Kind of insane. I don't know if I told Caden this, actually. Have I told you this?
No, I was actually just about to ask, what the heck are you talking about?
Wait. Bro's just making shit up.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. No. Wait, hold on. NASA? What?
Bro, I would not do that.
Hey, man, so I don't know.
Jen got a job at NASA. And, yeah, pretty cool. Except it's in Virginia. So that's kind of far away. So, now I'm in the apartment by myself for the rest of the summer, which is really sad. She actually just left today. So kind of a sad day.
Whoa,
to be honest.
Whoa, hold up. I'm going to be honest. I may have blanked out there for a second. You said she's going to be gone this whole summer? At the entirety?
Yeah, until
in Virginia.
And then classes start back up for uni.
Okay, hold up. I lost you for a second there, pal.
Lag?
No, not lag. You just left. Do you value this podcast, Robby?
What do you mean I left?
You just faded out for a second. What's up with that, man?
Oh, I'm totally not doing anything else. You know, I'm just.
Oh yeah.
Staring at my computer screen.
Yeah, you're staring at your computer screen. I'm actually looking at my computer screen. Not even kidding. There's nothing on it, but I'm looking at it for some reason.
Bro's just staring into the blank void.
Gen Z, screen agers. That's what we are.
Yep.
Are you eating spaghetti?
No.
Okay. I could have swore I just heard a fork in a bowl, and I know you were cooking that earlier.
No, I don't. I wouldn't really. You think I would eat and talk at the same time? You think I'm that disrespectful?
No, I guess not. I should have thought better of you. I'm sorry. That's on me. But back to what we were talking about. That's really cool though. About Jen going to Virginia. So what?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I'm really happy for her.
What exactly?
But we're both kind of sad to be apart for the rest of the summer.
I understand that. What exactly is her role there?
She's doing actually kind of funny. She's a mechanical engineering. That's what her degree is in. But she's actually doing a like stuff related to acoustics, and it's more of a computer science role. She's actually using like algorithms and actually some AI like LLMs, large language models, to work on like detecting acoustics. I don't know too much about it, to be honest, but that's the basic rundown. There's definitely some more complicated stuff with it than that, but
Man, that's above my head. But I
yeah.
mean, dang. Yeah, this is my first time hearing about that. That's really cool, honestly.
I know. It's so like now I can brag, and now I'm getting to brag about it to this whole entire podcast of people that my girlfriend works at NASA. And I'm just a chud who has no accomplishments. But my girlfriend works at NASA, so like a win
There,
is a win, you
there
know?
you go. I mean, she's obviously going to be the breadwinner.
Oh, for sure, for sure. For sure. Hopefully both of us. Hopefully both of us.
Yeah.
But what about you? What have you been up to? How's your day going?
You know, my days it's been very very active, I've been doing things. No,
Like,
I let's see. I woke up this morning, did the
mhm,
classic doom scrolling on Instagram Reels for however long that lasted.
healthy
Um
habit.
yeah. Yeah. But I woke up. Well, actually, I laid in bed for a while, but once I got out of bed, um, I really didn't do a whole lot of anything. I got the pool uncovered. Um, I actually pulled a muscle doing that, and it still really hurts, man. The shoulder blade. Oh, I hate that. But wow, I didn't really think about how boring my life was until now.
Bro.
Wow, I folded up the pool cover and I I put it uh, I put it away.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
oh,
you're
hold
getting
on,
into
hold
some
on,
pretty
hold on.
advanced stuff.
No, wait. I got something pretty cool. I got
Okay.
together with a buddy of mine and we were able to jam and just play some music together. He's a drummer, a really good drummer at that. We were just hanging out, playing some music, and honestly, it was a really good time.
That sounds pretty sick.
It
I
was.
won't
It
lie.
was. I mean, with Fire Academy having just ended,
Hmm.
the past however many months, I have not really been able to play a lot of music. Which I mean, as some big part of my life. I love playing music and just enjoying that. And it
Yeah, I
hasn't
mean,
been
it's
something I've
definitely
been able to
exciting.
do.
Yeah, so like what type of music do you usually like play? What's like your go-to kind of vibe?
Oh man, see, I'd like to say like folk music, indie folk music.
Okay,
It's what
okay.
I like to listen to. But
Right.
I don't even know what I would classify what I play. It'd be more of a, oh man, more of a slow kind of maybe classic rock,
Okay.
I
I
guess you
see
could
it.
call it, but not quite. Some of them are like I don't know, almost like a mix between a classic rock and like a love song or something. And
Hmm.
they sound cool, but today was just a time to get together and to play music. So we were playing covers, just doing. Uh, we actually covered a Bruno Mars song.
That sounds hype.
Yeah, APT or Apata, whatever they call it. I don't know. You know what I'm
I
talking about,
don't
right?
know that one.
You
I
you
don't know
don't
that
know that
one.
one.
I'm not a big Bruno guy.
I mean, he's not for everybody, but if I'm being honest, I would have to say one of the better singers in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think his songs are good. I just honestly like music. I love music. I don't know a lot of artists by name, if I'm being honest.
There is one artist you know by name. I know you're
Caden
big.
as an arrow.
I would love to take that credit. I'd love to take that credit. But weren't you a big Cave Town guy? No,
I mean,
no, it wasn't Cave Town. Alex.
Alex G, yeah,
Alex
I
G.
do really like Alex G. He came out with that new like cover, and it was kind of just like, I don't know. It was like such a different style of music,
Well,
but
let's not
I don't
just
know.
go publicly slandering artists, you know.
I'm just saying my opinion on the new album. Like it just wasn't for me. I'm not saying it was bad, but if it was up to me, then yeah, I would say it was bad. You know?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't listened to it. I mean, I do
It's
like his
it's such a
music.
different vibe. Like it's literally like you know how his is more like kind of like it gives you a vibe of just like a guy sitting in the room on like his guitar and like just making up jams and stuff, if that makes sense. And it's more like kind of like almost like sad in a way.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot
this
of his
like
music
this
is
new
kind of
album,
down, if I were
yeah,
to pick a word for
his
it.
new album is like so upbeat and so like such a dramatic shift. I just wasn't expecting it, you know? And when you're viewing like any kind of form of art, whether it's like movies, music, etc., you know, you really should go into it without any expectations. So that's kind of on me to begin with, you know? But I still just don't like it. It's not for me. I didn't like it.
No, that's understandable. It really is. And I did have not to totally shift the conversation, but I did have a topic. I did have a
Okay,
topic
yeah,
that I
let's hear
kind of
it. Let's
wanted
hear
to
it.
touch on, and I thought of it on my way home today, or this evening on my drive home, which I was on FaceTime with you.
But he was looking at the road.
I was looking at the road.
I didn't know he was in the car, and I FaceTimed him, and bro was side eyeing me. Not actually. All his eyes were on the road 100% of the time,
100% of the time, of course. I would
except for
never
when he hit that old lady. But after that, he really locked in.
gonna move on from that one. But I wanted to talk about cooking and food,
Bro.
because there's something that you did, or I should say didn't do, that just has not sat well with me.
Okay, bro. Okay. All right. What?
So you put together spaghetti and what, meat sauce, right?
I mean, yeah, just regular. Yeah,
Yeah, and that was
like a
it.
spaghetti dish.
You
A
didn't
spaghetti
you
dish.
didn't add anything else to it other than boiled noodles and jarred sauce.
Yeah. So I'm not. I don't know how to cook. I don't know. I don't know if you knew this or not. You do, by the way. Just so we're clear, I know you know this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So like, I didn't know like what the hell is this like season? You know, like what the hell is a pepper? You know, I thought that was a vegetable. You know,
You did, but
you know,
salt.
like
Come on, man, salt. The
salt,
most
bro.
basic.
That's just like from the ocean. You know.
That's the most basic.
Okay, yeah, I know. I just did like I didn't really think about it. You know, I looked up a YouTube tutorial. They taught me how to cook ground beef. I cook ground beef. I know how to make noodles because I made mac and cheese before. And buttered noodles, my favorite dish actually. And then I just put them together and boom, spaghetti. Oh, and sauce. I just stirred in the sauce.
just just boom, just like that. Boom, spaghetti.
Yeah, like pretty much. Like it even you know like when you craft a potion, bro, and it like does the puff of smoke. It did that, and
is
now it's
that is
just
that what
done.
happened on your counter?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It looks like that. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But
Oh
yeah,
man,
I just don't know how to cook, man. Like spaghetti is honestly the only real dish I know how to cook. Like I know how to cook some breakfast stuff, like pancakes and French toast, and that's it. So like I just don't know how to cook. I don't know what I'm doing.
man, if you didn't live so far, I would say we could take a cooking class together.
I would love to do that. It's just kind of expensive to do that. I thought about. I don't think Michigan Tech is where I go to university, by the way, for the listeners. I don't think they offer a cooking class. I haven't looked. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I have Nathan. He's our other friend. He has been a chef at a other food restaurant, different than where Caden worked.
I did just look this up, to be fully honest with you. Yeah, cooking classes range from 50 to 150 per person.
I mean, any class is gonna
Yeah.
be like, around that range. A motorcycle class is $50, so
Yeah, and oh man, I did really want to get one. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and browsing for a little while, and oh man, I just cannot justify spending that much money right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know Nathan was talking about getting one too. I thought about it for like maybe like a day, nothing serious. I was just like, oh, what would it be like if I had a motorcycle? I don't think I'd ever use it that much. Because, like, first of all, I live like right next door to work. Really nice. So
Do you just
I don't
walk there
really,
then?
I don't have my car up here anyways already. So, and then if I'm going anywhere, I'm probably going to go with Jen most likely. So I guess I could just have her like hold on the back, but I don't want to like put her in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's
But
understandable.
yeah, they're also just kind of expensive. So just not worth it. I'd rather spend my money on some other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, like cooking classes.
Nah, 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 nah. Like important stuff. I don't need to eat, bro. That's what McDonald's is for.
Hmm.
My
Yeah,
chops.
I don't know, man. I try to stay away from McDonald's.
Me
Not
too.
healthy. But
Well, also like it's kind of crazy because my like metric now for like expensive items is I'll be like if like I'll be like buying like groceries and I'll be like, man, if I bought McDonald's, how much would this be compared to this?
I have done that before. I really have. I go get all the ingredients and I just sit and I look at them. I'm like, man, if I would have this meal that I'm trying to prepare, if I would have just gone to a restaurant and ordered it, would it have honestly been cheaper? In the long run, no, because I mean, you're getting enough stuff that's probably going to make more than one meal for you, I would hope. So,
Right. Well, also you got to factor in like tipping, and everything.
oh, that too, that too. Yeah, the tipping culture, especially in America, that's how waiters and waitresses mainly make their money, is it not? Because they don't get paid a whole lot.
Oh no, for sure. Yes, 100%. I mean, you were a busboy. Like, what did you
I
get
did
paid a good amount just hourly or did you get tips?
because I was a busboy. I did have a better rate than the waiters and
Mhm.
waitresses because I didn't get that many tips. It was like I would get a cut from the waiters and waitresses. Like
Yeah, but it
they
was
would.
like
Oh yeah,
not that much of a cut,
no,
right?
no, not at all. But them
Mhm.
they. Oh man, they didn't even get paid. I don't even think half of what I got paid.
Yeah, no, because they get like most of the tips, so
Yeah, where I
which
was
is kind of sad.
working, the tips were actually on. I mean, it varies from day to day, but they were decent. They were good, especially during boat races. Oh my goodness, you would be making bank.
Oh yeah, I mean for busy days like that for sure.
Yeah, so
But
it,
yeah.
it kind of evened itself out, but I'm sure there are many places where it doesn't even itself out as well as it could.
hmm
And
So sorry,
the,
go ahead.
yeah, the way inflation is right now and how expensive things are, just the cost of living in general, I can't afford to go buy a house right now. Not even close.
It's just it's unfortunate and kind of sad that like you need to rely on somebody's like generosity for your main income.
Oh, 100%.
So
Because I've heard people talk and they put their all into being super super kind, super helpful to all the customers and stuff, and just the tips, in their opinion, do not reflect the type of service that they gave.
what do you mean?
As far as you could like you know spend over backwards for your customer, and there
Mhm.
there are times where it's just what do you get, like maybe 10% tip.
Yeah, I mean, wait, do you tip 10%?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Like it's some people barely tip, which
Yeah.
it should not be the norm to get
I
your
mean,
main income from
yeah,
somebody's
well, plus
generosity.
also like since it's the norm, like it's kind of like reading a book. If somebody tells you to read a book like in school, you're kind of like, "Oh, I don't want to read it." But sometimes you'll read that same book like just on your own fruition, and it's like actually the most amazing book you've ever read.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I know
So
exactly
it's
what
kind
you're
of like
talking
the
about.
same thing I feel like with tipping. Like some people are probably like, "Oh, I hate tipping culture. I hate tipping. I don't want to tip." So then they don't tip, you know. and then it kind of just like you're not fixing the problem, you're just making that waitress or waiter's like day worse because you're kind of messing up their income.
Yeah. And to bounce off of what you said about the books, because I've actually had this thought. Was it Fahrenheit 451?
Right. Good
We
book.
read that book in high school, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't really pay attention. I just kind of slid through enough of the book to get my homework done, get good test grades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you got 6 other classes you're worrying about in high school, like I don't I don't really care about a book right now when I have to worry about 3 exams and 2 quizzes, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. But now
So,
that I look back, I I want to read that book. I want to read that book again.
you know
If
what book you should read? A little
what?
side tangent. 1984.
Night
Amazing book.
by George Orwell.
Yep, you got to read it, bro. You got to.
You've read it?
Yeah.
Because that's
Yep.
been on my list.
But you got to read it. It's good.
Oh my goodness, I was in the bookstore, Barnes and Noble actually, on Hall Road, and
Mhm.
I went and I was looking for that book specifically. I found it, but it was like it was all messed up and stuff, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I would have bought it, and I know I could go to Amazon and buy it there, but you know.
Anybody out there listening to this podcast, bro, and hasn't read 1984, I highly recommend you go read it. Amazing book. It's not too long of a read. Good book. But anyways,
Yeah, if I wish I enjoyed reading more. That's something I want to like doing,
mhm.
but I don't like it. That's why I can't justify buying the book, because it's like I'm gonna buy it, but I know deep down, I'm like, am I really gonna read it?
Well, I feel like also buying the book kind of helps me because it's like buying a gym membership, right? You're like, oh, I bought it. I should go, or I'm just wasting money,
Yeah,
you
see,
know?
I did that. I have a book called Time Shelter. It sounds really good. I read the back of the book. I looked through the first few pages,
Mhm.
like one does. It looks like a really good book. But you know what it's doing?
What?
It's collecting dust on my dresser.
Okay, so I have a solution for you.
What's that?
Next time you go on your phone and you open up Instagram, stop and be like, what if I read a little bit of that book right now? And
You,
just force yourself to read 1 or 2 pages.
you know, I'll tell you what. The next podcast episode that we record, I I will have read at least the first chapter.
Good, good, good. I like to hear it.
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to stick to that.
Hmm.
Not like I stick to my Duolingo.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Duolingo. I feel like it doesn't teach you as well as it should. I feel like it's kind of like a bandage.
Yeah, I haven't used it enough to have a solid opinion about it, if I'm being honest with you.
I mean, I've used some Duolingo. I forgot it all, obviously. So maybe it's the pot calling the kettle black or whatever the saying is. But
That's the saying. That's the saying. I
I'm
haven't
so
heard that
smart,
one in a
bro.
while, but
I'm literate. You know how it is. But yeah, I want to read more too. I've been reading a book called Pragmatic Programmer. Never guess what it's about. It's about programming and like the qualities you should have as a programmer. But like I'm telling you, fiction books are just infinitely better to start reading, Like cuz it's just so much easier to get ingrained in a story than it is to like be like for example, I'm reading Pragmatic Programmer and it'll tell me like this like trait I should have as a developer, like a good quality. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's good. I should implement that. And then I try to like implement it and I like focus on that one task, but it kind of takes me out of the book because I'm focusing on that task. And then I go to the next task and, you know,
yeah, I get that. I'm mainly, if I read fiction just because the whole reason I read is, or I would read, I used to read more. Like I read all the books in the series of Narnia.
I
Great.
didn't even know there was a series, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, I forget how many books, 5 or 6 books or something like
Oh
that.
wait, no. I'm low-key thinking about Bridge to Terabithia.
No,
My
no,
fault.
Narnia with the lion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great book series. Love it. I've read it. I had to have been in middle school, maybe late like fifth grade, elementary school, older elementary. But I
Uh-huh.
read through all those books. It was great because it took me to a different world, somewhere away from where I'm at. Not saying I was trying to escape childhood or anything. I had a great childhood, but just it jogs your not memory, jogs your imagination.
Yeah, I
Like
mean that's what books do, you know?
yeah, it gets the gears turning, and it I don't know. I love being in indulged in a story. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's why I would read. I mean, it's fun knowing like facts about things and reading those nonfiction books. That's not going to hold my attention.
Yeah, I think the way I also agree with you, but I think the way I like nonfiction books and stuff like that is because I view books in my head as like, oh, you read books, you must be smart, you know? So then I go and buy a book and I'm like, I want to read this book to learn about this thing so that way I'm smarter and I'm better at like my hobbies and what I enjoy doing and getting like better at programming, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
But
Which I mean, AI is about to put you out anyway.
nah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
nah,
I'm
nah,
locked
nah.
in.
Of course you
But
are.
back to what you said about books being like jogging your imagination and like thinking, you know? I feel like books are becoming more and more prevalent and important because of like doom scrolling and AI, you know?
Oh,
Because
100%. People are starting to, in a sense, maybe not like wake up, but they're beginning to realize like, wow, social media technology is kind of taken over my life, and kind of get back to the root of things, where we started, in
I
a
mean, I
sense.
disagree. I disagree. I don't think people are, and I think that's why books are more and more important, you know? Because like what are you doing when you're doom scrolling and like using ChatGPT? You're outsourcing your thinking. You know, like you're not thinking when you're doing any of that. You're just scrolling and you're typing to ChatGPT like how do I blah 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 blah. You're not using your brain. You're not cognitively thinking. You know what I mean?
I do get what you're saying,
And
and
I feel like when you read a book, you're forced to like think and like imagine a world that you're reading in or whatever you're reading about.
that's very true. Because what I'm thinking is, I guess on social media, I see maybe not strictly books, but I see a lot of people from our generation getting outside, being more adventurous. You know, I mean,
Hmm.
there are just as many people who are locked in on their cell phones, on their computers, and are basically slaves to technology. But I've been seeing a lot more videos and stuff online about people our age, older, younger, getting outside. Going on hiking trips, camping trips, reading books, getting away from, I don't want to say, I mean, I guess society in a sense, just having time
Yeah,
to
but
themselves and with nature and
mm,
stuff like that.
I feel like that's not necessarily the whole story though, right? Like you said, you're seeing a video of it, so it's kind of it could all be like performative, you know? Like think about what's the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up
Oh man, I grab my phone.
and do what?
I check my notifications, which usually there are none, and then I go to Instagram.
Yeah, same. I do the same exact thing. I wake up, turn off my alarm, which is on my phone, and then I get dressed, get ready, whatever, and then I go, oh, I have like 5 minutes before I have to go to work or like start my commute, and then I go ahead, go on my phone. Sometimes I'll play chess, but not usually. I'll go on Instagram, scroll reels, turn off my brain, go to work.
Oh my goodness, dude, I think I've been living a lie. Oh
Yeah,
no.
and I mean like the sad thing is like it's so addicting, you know, like it was literally engineered for this to happen, you know, for you to wake up, instantly go on your phone, crave the next reel, you know, like and it's just kind of like sad and like after you're done scrolling, like do you ever feel better? You know? Like no. Never
No,
one time I've
honestly,
been
I
like,
al- I
"Man,
always
I'm
put
so
it
happy
away
I did
wanting
that."
more.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of it, you know? It's just sad. So like I highly recommend you read 1984, like such a good book and it's a book about absolute power. essentially. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to. So
Yeah,
that way
the
you can read
most
it.
I know about that book is it has to do with like Big Brother, you know,
Yeah. I
always
mean, that's where the
being
term
watched.
originated from. So,
Oh, does it originate from that book?
yeah, yeah.
Really?
I'm like pretty sure, yes.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
I'll
mean, I,
double check myself,
I
but
I would believe that. I would believe
yeah, I
that
mean,
totally.
but yeah, it's very concept um is basically, let me double check and make sure. Did Big Brother come from 1984? Yes, the term Big Brother originated as a fictional character in George Orwell's 1984 dystopian novel.
Wow, I did not know that. And speaking of dystopian novels, uh, I've been trying to find because I always I'll go to Barnes and Noble and I'll try to think that I'm gonna I'm being a good person buying a book. I'm being different. I'm gonna buy a book and I'm gonna read it. I don't, but I go there thinking I might.
Hmm.
And I was spending a lot of time looking for utopian because I see a lot of books that are dystopian, but I don't see a ton of utopian books like The Giver. That
I
was
mean,
that was mainly utopian throughout the most of the book.
I also feel like utopian has got to be harder to write a book about, right? Because utopian, everything's perfect. You know,
That's true. And
that's the whole point. So it's kind of impossible. Like, why would I read a book about everything being perfect? There's no plot. It's just like somebody being happy.
well,
You
I'm
know?
talking about something like starting out utopian and seeing where life goes.
Right.
You know, kind of
Yeah,
like
I could
The
see that.
Giver, because I love. I think I've only read that book in school, but I've seen the movie. I don't know about you. I thought the movie was great.
I've never seen either forms of the media. I've never seen anything about The Giver.
Really,
Yeah, I'm not very. I don't know. I haven't read a lot of books or seen a ton of movies.
I
I've seen
I
quite a bit of movies, but I haven't seen The Giver, I guess.
me being myself would say, oh, you got to go see the movie. But since we've been talking about books, I would recommend that you read the book because it is very good.
I'll
And
probably watch the
then
movie. Maybe I don't think I'll ever read the book, to be honest with you.
okay, yeah, no,
I don't
it's
mean to shut you down, but I'm
no.
just being
I
honest.
was just trying to stay with the theme, but yeah, it's
Maybe
not
I'll
really.
I'll try. I'll try to read the book.
I'm
Maybe I'll
not
do
gonna
like
read
the
the
thing you
book.
do in the English class where you do both.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. Like books take so long compared to movies, and it's a skill, so you get faster the more you do it.
Oh
But
yeah, that's why my
yeah,
skills at reading suck because
yeah, same.
not skills in reading. I guess speed of reading. I can read. I can read pretty well. I think.
Yeah, I'm not a very fast reader either. But yeah, the literacy rate is going down. Pretty troubling. But anyways, 1984. It's about absolute power and like Big Brother, like knowing everything about your life, and like it's kind of low key exactly what Instagram and like Meta and all these big companies like want, and what is actually like slowly happening in my opinion because you wake up, you go on your phone, they know exactly when you wake up, they know exactly what you're doing throughout the day, they're probably spying on you, gathering all this data, and now with this new age verification like intrusion and like scanning your government IDs just to like hop on a Discord call, like kind of crazy.
And you know what? I agree with you in that because I mean, one thing that you said that kind of struck something with me and made me think was they know exactly when you wake up. They do because you know what I'm wearing right now on my wrist. I have on
Apple
my
Watch.
Apple Watch,
Hmm.
and you know what notification I get when I wake up?
What?
I get my sleep score.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it knows how long I've slept. I mean, as best as the technology can verify how long I slept,
Yeah.
how good I slept, how many hours I spent in REM sleep compared to whatever other types of sleep there are. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, now that you mention it and we're talking about it, yeah,
Yeah, and I mean the crazy thing is like that's only what you know. They know, Like they know so much more stuff about you than you probably like think. It's
probably.
absolutely absurd. Um yeah, like even for example, like Apple like will sometimes be like I'll like the workday will end and I'll be like, "Would you like me to start the map notification to go home?"
Yep.
And it'll like generate the route so you can go home or whatever.
Yep, I get
And
that
it's
too.
just like, first of all, it's wrong for me, but still
Yeah,
kind
if
of
it catches you going
intrusive.
like a habit, like when I was going to Fire Academy every every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, I'd hop in the car, I'd turn it on, instantly connects to Bluetooth. I look at my Apple Watch or my phone, I get the notification. Oh, route to work or something like that. And it might not have the words right. It's just assuming, but it knows where I'm going when I'm going there, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
it'll catch the pattern. It'll understand the patterns that you're in and where you're going to go on certain days. Not that that's always going to be true, but
Right. And I mean, like, I think the most troubling thing is like, I would be okay with it if it's really convenient, and I think most people would agree. Like, people, I feel like, especially these days, are more so willing to give up their privacy for convenience as they were before.
I think I fall into the same exact category because this
Yeah.
honestly came up as a topic earlier today. Matter of fact,
Mm.
I was talking with my mom and we just conversating and just talking about stuff and we were talking about that sort of thing and I was thinking to myself, like even myself, sometimes I think, oh man, wouldn't it be great to live off grid, wouldn't have to wouldn't have to worry about anybody invading your privacy or living super close to anybody. You go hunt for your own food. You don't have to pay super high prices for whatever it is you want to eat. But then I think but I was talking to her and I think to myself, as great as that sounds in the imagination, as easy as that might seem, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I am way too attached to my phone, my computer, the comforts of having a grocery store 5 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I just like, I always think about like simple stuff that people really like want and how like intrusive it is to your privacy. Like, for example, Apple came out with like that summary of like your text messages. Do you remember that?
You mean the AI thing? That
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, I
So
sometimes
like
it
they
kind of
just
slips my
scan
mind, but
all your
yeah.
text messages and then they're like blah 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 said this and like, and it's like, "Oh, so like that's convenient, and like everything about my text messages now. So who knows what information you're going to get?" Like, but yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy.
Wow, wow. I
Yeah. And
I
I mean,
haven't thought about it like that. If I'm being honest with you, you just kind of made me think,
yeah, I mean,
and I'm
my bad,
like,
bro. I'm
there's
sorry.
yeah, how dare you make me think? How dare I use my brain? But not that I would honestly do anything to change it because I
Well, right
mean,
now it sucks, so nobody uses it. Or I'm sure some people use it, but it's like it's not very helpful. Like you're never. Sometimes it'll mess up in pretty
oh,
silly ways.
I usually just blow right by it.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't think my phone's new enough. So
It doesn't come with like an update.
no, I think it's only for like the iPhone 15 and up or something weird. I don't remember the exact number, but my phone doesn't do it. I know
Oh,
that.
what
So
phone do you have?
I don't remember. I think I have an iPhone 13. I just got
Okay.
a new one for my birthday not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
Because I broke that old one.
I don't
I
remember,
dropped
man.
down on a rock.
I don't remember that.
I dropped my phone on a rock and had to go without it for like 2 weeks. But it was chill.
Maybe I do remember that. I don't even know, man. I
It was a bit ago.
I have the 17 Pro Max. Only reason I have that though is because did a swap to T-Mobile and they did the free phone thing.
Did you know that they actually just up your bill when they do that? Most of the time, I'm pretty sure.
It was cheaper than what we were paying for AT&T.
That's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. So it was cheaper anyways. I pay a little extra. The rest of the family got just the 17. I paid a little extra. I have that Pro Max. I wanted a bigger phone, so
Yeah, I mean,
I
cool.
could have a bigger screen to watch reels on.
Bro, it all comes back to the corporations.
It
It all
it
comes
really
back.
does. It really does.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not that I'm saying like I'm a anti-technology, just to make that clear. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a computer science major. I love technology. I think it's very cool and helpful, but it's also very ethical, you know?
you
Very
mean
ethical.
unethical?
Like ethics are involved heavily.
Oh,
But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I should have specified that this it can be used in very good ways and very bad ways, you know?
Yeah, and you know what? That's just the truth of it, and it
Yeah.
really depends on how you want to use it. I mean,
What a bleak
obviously,
first episode.
well, I mean, I think we're talking about things that need to be
We're just
talked
talking,
about,
bro.
and
Yeah,
it's not like we have a bunch of knowledge on the subject, but I mean, heaven forbid if somebody wants to listen to this episode just to hear other people's thoughts about things, you know? And that's
yeah, and I mean like
basically why I wanted to do this.
yeah, I don't think it's not like we have no knowledge on the like you said we didn't have like in like knowledge on the topic, but I would argue we do. Like we both use Instagram, like it's a both part of our lives. Like everybody I feel like is involved in the crisis, I would say honestly, of like losing privacy and like critical thinking,
Yeah?
you know? Like think back to
Yeah,
like
you
when
have
you
a
were a
point.
kid. Your mom's like don't watch TV all day, it'll rot your brain. And now like everybody like my mom used to say that. And now like we'll come home or I don't live with my mom anymore, but like when I did like come home and we'd be on like Facebook, like scrolling the reels on there or whatever. It's just like such a different like shift,
You're right.
and like
And
iPad kids, like
yeah,
all that stuff.
I mean, to a point, to a certain degree, they were right. I mean, it is basically it turns people into zombies. It turns them
Yeah,
into I don't know, walking drones, you know? You repeat the same things day in and day out. You're always on the media.
yeah, and I mean even when I'm not in the media, I find myself referring back to like, have you seen this reel, or have you seen this like meme?
And I'm going to be honest with you, something that I mean this is great getting information out, but it can also be dangerous because how do you know what you're seeing is accurate? Because I will see things on the social media on like not like reels and stuff. It'll be like more news based sometimes. I don't
Hmm.
really watch the news, but I'll see some stuff like that on Instagram, and I'll say, "Hey, have you seen this?" Like, and I'll start talking about it, and then it always comes back to, "Oh yeah, where'd you see that?" I'm like, "Oh, I saw it on Instagram." Like, how credible is that source?
Yeah, yeah, I agree, but also like it's kind of that's kind of good because it's slowly like getting you to watch like the news, which is good. The news is very important, and especially staying up to date with like current events of the world and everything.
It is helpful
So
for
like when
that.
you see an Instagram reel, you're like, oh, what? That's kind of crazy or like interesting. So then you like go do your own research and you like do like some Google searching, like
You
even
have a
if it's
point.
just like a quick like search to like a somewhat trusted source, or like hopefully a really trusted source, but everybody's got other stuff they need to do. So I understand like you can't spend like 2 hours searching this
I'll
topic,
be
but
honest with you. I'm subject to this. I fall into this trap. I look at the AI summary.
yeah, dude, I'm telling you. So I literally yesterday, or I think it was actually last week, my bad. Look at me spreading misinformation. But I was working on a program and there's this thing called the buffer and like a print buffer like to the terminal so it like stores the output and then it will push it so that way it doesn't have to do all the computing of the text right away. I don't know. But yeah, I you have to find a way to like send that buffer to the screen and it wasn't sending. And then I did like a escape character or like a new line character, which is \n. And I asked the AI overview like, does this new line character flush the buffer? And then it was like, no. And then right underneath it, it was like, yes. And I was
Oh,
like, what? So like sometimes it gives like misleading information. And to its credit, like there are some systems that like where it doesn't and where it does, but it's just like it should have been more specific than just saying like flat out no, it will never do that. And then right underneath that being like, yes. So I was like, you could have said like sometimes, depends on the system. But yeah, it was just weird.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I usually look at the highlighted words, and
Yeah.
because as a human being, I want a straight answer. I want to hear the yes or the no. But I mean, as we all know, answers like in the world are not that simple. The
Hmm.
answer to your question is not going to be that simple. So it can be misleading, definitely.
Yeah. And I mean, like, even AI, like, it's all just eventually gonna get poisoned data. Like it gets data from the web, and then it also gives data to the web. So it's just slowly like enslopifying the data that it is going to be receiving. So eventually it's going to be awful, you
Is
know?
that basically going to turn into what is it, the Google Translate, where you take one phrase, put it through Translate, retranslate it, and do that so many times to where it is not the phrase that you put in?
Yes, I would actually say that's like a perfect example.
Is that what
So,
AI is going to be doing with the
yeah, pretty
information on
much.
Google?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of what it already does. Like it kind of just goes on Google. It's like, okay, I found this. Here you go. Or sometimes it'll just guess. So who knows? But
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's not even real AI. It is not artificial intelligence. It's virtual intelligence. I mean, you remember where we heard that, right? Or at least where I heard that
yeah.
phrase.
I
Not
mean, like, also AI is such a broad like term.
Yeah, people
Like I
love
could do like
slapping
a
it on
hello
everything.
world, and it could be AI. So yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just such a buzzword and it works. So
It
you
does.
say AI and all of a sudden your stocks go up.
Well, I mean, you like AI sunglasses. Like you see it. I've actually seen the AI glasses, the Meta ones, the Meta AI.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, hey, that's another thing of like they literally just know everything you're doing. So
They do have a camera on them for taking
yeah.
pictures for
Well,
only you,
no,
of
they were
course.
literally proven that like there's literally something that came out that people are spying on you through your Meta glasses
That was
24/7.
sarcasm. That was sarcasm, Robbie.
Yeah,
I
I know. I'm just saying, like, isn't that crazy?
Not really. Not really. I mean,
Yeah, and
it,
isn't
it
that the
should
sad part?
be. It should be crazy, but it's not.
Yeah, and you know what's even more sad? Like, I think personally that I would actually wear them if they were good enough.
Oh, I would 100%. I mean, we know that
And it's just
people say the phones, they listen to you, they see through your camera and see what you're doing.
I
And
mean, they
whether
definitely do.
whether or not there's any truth to that, if it's actually listening to you or not, which it could be, who knows?
I think they do personally. But anyway,
Probably. But it doesn't need to. It already has all of your information in this device. It has your phone number. It has every way of contact that you have. Gmail, everything is online. It has your probably has your social security number and all
yep.
sorts of stuff that you keep in
Hmm.
your files, whether or not you keep that on a device. But it sees like Facebook. It'll see not only what you like, it'll see what you're looking at and how long you stay on that post or that ad. So if you stay on an ad and it sees you stop scrolling for a minute to look at that ad, it's going to give you more stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
And I'm not even just saying that. I've experienced that cuz I didn't like these ads. I didn't do anything. It started feeding me more of them cuz I've been
Yeah.
recently getting into fishing. And so I'll be doing Google searches about stuff to uh, how to set up my line, what fish are in my area, how to fish, how to go fishing to catch
Hot
those
fish in
fish.
your area.
Jeez. uh, but I'll be doing Google searches and then I'll go to Instagram. And I never liked any fish posts. I never stopped on them. They just started popping up more for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen the test where somebody will like get a brand new phone and then they'll like start talking about a specific like item or like I don't know, like a purchasable thing. I don't know what word I'm looking for, product.
Yeah.
And then they'll get like instantly like an ad for it, you know? And it's like, okay, so you're just listening to me and then you're just putting this on my ads, which is kind of insane. But
Yeah, and not to get too like conspiracy theory and this and that, but it's things that I've been seeing. And
yeah,
technology is I don't want to say dangerous just for that reason, but they definitely have your information. They track you in certain ways like that. If a company could know everything there is to know about you, they would. They would. They want to sell you the things that you're going to buy, not necessarily the things you want. They want to sell you things that they think you will buy or that they know you will buy. It's always about money.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the privacy is the big thing, you know, like that's what they want because it eventually leads them to getting more money. And the way to get there is just through like giving something convenient that's like worth your privacy, you know, like Google Calendar. Google Calendar is so convenient, you can plan out all your stuff. Boom, they know exactly what you're doing, where you're going, you know, like what time you'll be there, you know, kind of crazy.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And like now like AI glasses with cameras, like if it's good enough and can just tell you exactly how to make a meal, for example, I'm bad at cooking, that's what I would like to know. Then like, sure, that's really convenient. I would love to use that. And then boom, they're recording your every like movement. So kind of crazy. And then I don't know, there's also like other crazy stuff that's being found out that you can do like with Wi-Fi signals of like seeing through walls. I don't know if you've heard that, but
oh wait, no, I think I have seen something about that. Probably on
it's pretty
Instagram.
crazy. Probably. But yeah, kind of insane.
And when you brought up the
Privacy
calendar,
is dying.
it's already dead. But when you brought up the calendar and they know where you're at, when you're going to be there, that sort of thing, that brought to mind Pokemon Go. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember the whole thing about they were using people walking around to go find Pokemon. They were using them to what was it? Create a map. Isn't that what it was? Yeah. I don't want to say this.
I don't know what you're talking about specifically. I don't really remember. I never played Pokemon Go.
Me neither, really.
I did hear some stuff like, I don't know. It was made like anything that's related to like China. Like everybody always says like they're spying in you and whatnot. So.
So sure is every country.
Out there.
I think it's very. I don't want to say small-minded, but I guess in a way it is small-minded to think that, you know, certain countries are the only places doing this, like America or China, or stuff like that. It's everywhere. It's everywhere and everyone. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Did you just call China a small country?
I don't think so. Did I?
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm mishearing.
I was maybe I'm missaying.
But I just thought it would be like kind of crazy.
Hey.
But yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
You still eating that spaghetti?
I may or may not have just finished it. It's a little cold.
It took you almost an hour to eat that.
I've been talking consistently, I feel, you know. I think it's kind of impressive that I managed to sneak in some bites without you noticing.
You know what? I'll give you that one because I didn't notice anytime you took a bite.
Exactly. So, I'm the GOAT at eating food.
I was expecting to see her something kind of like this, you know, kind of eating and talking at the same time. That's kind of what I was expecting, and I'm pleasantly surprised. That's not what I got on the first episode.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I'll be honest with you, I think this episode went really well. So.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think we got a little off topic, so I don't know. We're definitely gonna have to work on like topics, you know, and we were talking about making a shared list of like topics. That way, like if we kind of getting like running out of like source material to like talk about, then we can be like, oh, I noticed you put this on the list. What's that about? And then it'll flow the conversation better.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
But hey,
also like. We need to make sure we don't get sidetracked. I mean, like, what was our original topic? Food? You know.
Hey! I was about to say, if you let me finish,
Sorry.
No, you're good. We came full circle, though. We came full circle. We're back to talking about your spaghetti.
That's a win.
That is a win in my book, and you know, I think that kind of wraps it up. You know, I want to say thank you to anybody who's listening to this. Robby, you want to say anything?
I don't know. I was not prepared for this. I don't know. Thanks, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
Get a life. Get a life. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say get a life. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like, actually, listener, get up, look in the mirror, or you know what? Better yet, if you're listening to this on your phone or whatever device or screen you're looking at, turn it off, look at your face, and say, "What am I doing?" And then go buy 1984 and read it. Read the first chapter.
Yeah, to anybody listening, get outside, read a book, listen to this podcast if you liked it. I mean,
Oh yeah, also only listen to this podcast, only this one. Give us
Hope-
all the money.
hopefully it'll get better. I mean, this was
It won't.
episode number one, so it should only get better from here. So anybody who listened, I appreciate it, especially if you made it all the way through. Because I'll be honest, if I was listening to this, I may have turned it off in the middle. Who knows? Yeah. Thank you all for listening,
Bye-bye.
and we'll see you again on episode 2.